everyone, and welcome back to Travel Tip Tuesday with the Travel Mug Podcast. This is Jen, and I am joined by my partner in podcasting, Megan. Megan, I have a question for you today. Would you take an extreme day trip, meaning that you fly somewhere early in the morning and take a late flight back home that very same day? Would you do this?
So I have seen one guy do this a few times on the Clock app. He's an Australian fellow, I think, living in England. And I personally have literally never considered this before in my entire life because Canada, like the
Mm.
size of Canada, probably just like blanked that out from my mind because why would I do that? But I mean, for the right circumstances and reasons, I probably would. And if I were in Europe, I'm sure I would. And I know, of course, I could go from like province to province in Canada, but that sounds boring. So maybe country to country if I lived in Europe, maybe.
Interesting. Yes, I have also seen it on the Clock app, and the algorithms have brought this to me, of course, as I watched one, then now I see a bunch. But the one guy I've actually seen is he's traveling from New York, like city, to other countries. So
Mm.
obviously, he's got a lot of flight options from New York City. So I definitely think this trend is not brand new, but it definitely is gaming speed or at least notoriety. I think there was a Wall Street Journal article about it recently. So I think it's just more that we're hearing about it now. So,
Sure.
like I said, it does involve flying somewhere like the first flight out at the crack of dawn or before the crack of dawn, and then flying home that night. And there are a couple of like pros that I thought of. So, one, you don't have to pay for a hotel. So
Hmm.
that's a significant savings. You don't have to use any vacation time if you're going on a day that you're not working anyway. And then I thought it could be fun as trying out solo travel. Like you're only gone for the day. So if you hate it, then whatever. It's just one day.
You're dipping your little toe in. That's a great idea. That's a good way to think about it.
Yeah, but it also has some cons. So obviously, like flight delays happen. Like
Have to depart at 2 and your return flight is at 6.
yeah. So, like, obviously, like, delays could affect your trip to the point where you don't even
Yeah.
get to go,
Yeah.
right? And then, I mean, there's the environmental impact of traveling for one day. I mean, I've seen people make the argument like planes are going that way anyway, but like, we're all adding to the problem
Yeah.
here. And then, I mean, the obvious con is like you're only there for really like hours. And so you can only really do a few things. It is, like you said, dipping your toe in the destination.
Yep.
So I think if I were going to do it, I would definitely book a short, nonstop flight away. Like that would have to be how it is. And from where we
Looking
live,
out of Moncton? Where are you going?
we're going to Moncton, maybe like
Toronto.
Toronto.
Yeah.
The problem is we don't really have a lot of flights that are like you could fly out early morning and back in the same day. So that's a problem. But anyway, if you live somewhere you can do this, I would definitely choose a destination where the airport isn't too far from the
Well,
city. You don't want to land somewhere and then have like a 2-hour journey into the city or something. But I will say, even though I haven't done an extreme day trip, that even short trips can be really fun. We have done 2 nights in Boston, and we have another 2-night trip coming up to Toronto later this year. And you can definitely pack in a lot of
oh, yeah.
stuff in a short amount of time. And a lot of the things people say is like, you're not worried about like going for a rest because you're there to like power through and do as much as you can in a short amount of time. And then you're gonna get home and sleep in your own bed anyway.
And likely there's no jet lag. So, like, those factors aren't there as heavily.
Yeah, so this definitely seems, like you said, more popular in the UK. There's even a website called extremedaytrips.com that is for people who are based in the UK, and they have ready-made itineraries for some cities like Malaga, Spain, Dublin, Lisbon, Copenhagen, lots more. So if that's something you're considering, I would check them out because they've done a lot of the work for you.
I love that.
So, anyway, that's all we have for this week's episode. Let us know on social media if you would take or have taken an extreme day trip. You can find us at Travel Mug Podcast on Instagram and Facebook. You can also find us on our website, travelmugpodcast.com. If you'd like to support the show, you can buy us a coffee, leave a review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, or share the show with a travel loving pal. And we'll chat with you again soon. Bye.
Bye.